Hey, all you awesome West Seaford students, Mr. Forson here, your school counselor, and I'm so excited to be with you this week and talking about kindness. Kindness week, right? We would normally around this time of the year, we'd be having a huge week lesson about inclusion, which is a lot about kindness, including all people of all backgrounds, but also with different disabilities and impairments. And then we'd also be doing a huge week of kindness where we'd be spreading kindness. And we're going to have a theme week coming up where we're going to be able to show some of our spirit that way. And this week, I'm excited to be able to read to you this book called Kindness Snippet Jar. It's a great one. It's written by in the same series as A Spot of Kindness. And I know we read A Spot of Anxiety the other day, a couple weeks ago. So it's a really well-known author, some very creative books. And I would love to start by reading this story with you. And I know many of you probably know what kindness is, and it's a way of showing that you care about other people. And kindness is something that we should be showing all people all the time. But sometimes we need a reminder. That's adults too. We need a reminder on kindness as well. So let's jump in and read this book this week. My name is Snippet, and I really want to live in that jar. I know what you're thinking. Why on earth would I want to live in a jar? Well, it's a very special jar that brings kindness to the world. But in order to live in the jar, you have to become a kindness note. Just look at all those amazing kindness notes. I have to find my words, and quick. Some of those notes say things like ask someone to play, listening, made a new friend, said please. It's a good thing I have this handy dandy book of words. Words are very powerful. Some words can make you happy, some can make you sad, and some can bring kindness. It's important to find the right words. What if I picked the word pineapple? No, people may confuse me with a grocery list. Or what about the word Fred? No, people might think that I'm just a lost name tag. How will I ever find the right words? Maybe a quick run will help me think of some words. Hi, Square. Can I ask you something? Sure. How did you find your words? I didn't find these words. I did something kind and they just appeared. Oh, I'm not sure if I know how to be kind. All you have to do is treat people the way that you want to be treated. Well, I really like it when someone does something nice for me. Maybe I could do something nice for someone else. Good idea. I believe in you. Hi, everyone. I'm trying to become a kindness note, and I have a great idea, but I need your help. Sure, I'll help. I'll help too. Me too. We are making art. Jump on. This mosaic is for you, the one reading this book. I really hope you like it. Sometimes all it takes is doing something kind for someone right in front of you. Do you see him right there? He's real tiny, but you can see him on that mosaic. A mosaic is a collection of pictures, like pieces. Sometimes people use glass and tile. You see his little face right there? He made that for you. How awesome is that? Oh, wow. It finally happened. I got my kindness note. Thank you, everyone, for helping me. His says, made art for a friend, and everyone else's, they all got a note too. It says helped out. Snippet was so happy he finally made it to the kindness jar. There are other snippets just like him looking to make it into the jar too, and you can help. After you do a kind act, just write it down and add it to a kindness snippet jar. Encourage other kids to do the same to help spread kindness everywhere. Now, this is something you could definitely do at home. You could just use a glass and have some little Post-it notes or some little scraps of paper. And every time you do something nice for someone, something kind, you could write it on there and then put it in the jar and try to fill it. Maybe you could have a goal as a family to try to fill that jar, and maybe you get a reward, like a family ice cream party after you fill up your jar. Maybe a classroom, maybe you could ask your classroom teacher, maybe you could do something in your classroom where you're spreading kindness and filling a jar in your classroom. Now, this is a kindness snippet mosaic. And when you're in Seesaw, you're going to see this mosaic. And there's lots of different words on here. I'm going to read some of them to you so you have an idea as to what they say. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a star stamp to show you which one I'm reading. So I'm going to read this one first right here. Maybe I need to change that color for you so that you can see it nice and bright. Let's see if that works. Nope, that's not the color that changed that. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to just go with that color maybe. Let me try a heart. Does that work? Yeah, there we go, a red heart. That one says, said good morning. This one says, held open the door. This one says, made a card, waved to a teacher. These are all ways that you can show kindness. Gave a flower to a friend. This one right here says, fed the dog, donated toys, complimented a friend. We have give a friend a high five. Now, some of these might not work with COVID times, but for the most part, you could probably do some of these. Clean the kitchen, helping, clean up after the cat. This one says helped with dinner. There's one down here that says sang to a song to a friend, hugged my brother. That would show a lot of kindness. Clean, said good game, hugged grandma, asked a friend to play. We have one here about sharing, making a gift, said thank you, picked up trash, did my chores, said please, read to my sister. There's so many ways that you can show kindness. And those are just some things that you could put on a little snippet. Now you're going to get a chance to, well, to do it, use a snippet to fill up a jar. Now, when you go to Seesaw for your assignment this week, or maybe you're in Seesaw right now watching this video from your teacher, you're going to be able to see a bunch of snippets that already have kindness activities on them. And what I want you to do, the directions say to that each snippet has a different act of kindness, and you need to complete 4 of them right now. Right when you get to that slide, you're going to stop. You're going to run, not run, but you're going to go around wherever you are, and you're going to try to fill up your snippet jar. So one of them says, pick up a toy. Maybe you're at a daycare and there's something on the floor, you can pick it up. Even if it's not a toy, maybe it's trash, pick it up. If you did, you can put it in your snippet jar. And maybe you follow directions. If you follow directions and you were doing your work, you can move that snippet into your jar. Maybe you wear your mask when you're in public. That's a way that you could fill up your jar. Maybe you write someone an encouraging letter, like a nice little note, and you tell them that they're doing a great job. That's something you can move. There's a lot of choices. You're gonna have to read those, figure out which ones that you can do, and then do them. And you're trying to put 4 of those into your jar. Now, the next part is my favorite. I know that another way of doing encouragement is to record a video, because your teacher has assigned this to you, to record a video and place it in this snippet and send this snippet back to your teacher. So when you put the video in, you're going to record a video of you saying something kind to your teacher. Think of some things you could say. Tell your teacher how proud you are to be their student. Maybe that they do an awesome job teaching. Maybe they're funny. Maybe they're creative. Maybe they do a great job at protecting you in the classroom, right? Making sure you have a safe space. Maybe they've been to visit you at home and you appreciate that. You can make a video. This is a time for you to show kindness to your teacher. And they will be so happy for it, because these are tough times and there's a lot of stress and anxiety on teachers and on everybody. And this is your chance as their student to reach out to them and let them know how much you appreciate them. So it's a video of you saying something kind to your teacher. Then shrink it down and put it in that little box that says place video snippet here. And you've created your own snippet for your teacher. Now, I want you to know that kindness happens everywhere, not just at school, not just at home. It happens everywhere. And sometimes we slip up and we don't show kindness. But this is a week that we can focus on it right now, that we can be better the next day, right? We can always be better and have set better goals for ourselves. And I'm hoping that we can do that here at West Seaford, that we can just show kindness, that it's just overflowing, that when people think of West Seaford, they think of kindness. They think of how awesome and how respectful and how loving and caring our students and our staff are. So if no one's told you lately, if no one's told you today yet, I want you to know that I love you and I care about you, and so do all the teachers here at West Seaford. I hope you have a great day. Go ahead and go to the next slides and finish up your Seesaw assignment and submit it back to your teacher for specials today.